Sun in Virgo, motherfucker. Now, Sun in Virgo, right? Now, this is when the Sun comes into Virgo. Now, what's the Sun? The Sun is your actions. What's Virgo? Virgo is the Earth sign. Mercury is exalted here. So, and it actually rules here. So it's all about an intellect. And when you get an exaltation and a ruler, you get detail from the intellect. So a Virgo could sit there and ponder over one thought all motherfucking day until they come up with a conclusion or a healthy solution to the situation. But you tell a Virgo something that one thought can be on their mind all day because they so detail oriented. So they will put out all premises on that one thought. You know what I'm saying? But in the long, this makes them very smart, because once they wrap their finger around this one thought, they know all the ins and outs of that situation, and they could be able to help you and build you into like a routine. This is why a lot of them are into health and into vitamins and into eating healthy and stuff like that, because they can fix their mind on that one thing, right? Know all the ins and outs about it, right? So then when it's time to tell you about a diet, they can tell you the right ways to go, and they can show you examples because they probably did it themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they're very nitpicky people. You know what I'm saying? They like things done their way, because if it's not done their way, they're gonna think about that all day of why wasn't it done my way. And then next time they come across, they're gonna understand why it wasn't done their way, and they're gonna say, "Move, let me do it." And they do it, and it's almost like it builds a kind of perfectionist complex. A perfect complex where you think everything has to be perfect, and when things is not perfect, you get nervous. Like you get nervous. Like you start feeling like say for an example, say you got a house dinner or something like that, right? And then you know 20 people is coming over, right? And you know you only made enough for 12 people. Now, through this process, you're thinking about that the whole time, but there's nothing you can do about it. So when these actual people come over and see that it may not be enough, you're gonna overact on expressing yourself like, I know I should have made more, but I didn't make more, and you're gonna nitpick on yourself and be hard on yourself when the people around you may not necessarily care, but you care, because you know it wasn't perfect. So it make you nervous a little bit. It may make you kind of fidgety a little bit. And I don't want to say nervous as in the intent of being scared or something like that. And nervous has nothing to do with someone being scared. Nervousness is pent up energy that need to be exerted in a certain type of way. And when you have a sign like Virgo and a planet like Mercury and an intellectual being that sit here and think too hard about one specific thing, it develops a lot of energy that's not being exerted. You're putting a lot of energy into the thought, but you're not instead of going to go somewhere and get more food to make for 20 people, you exerted all that energy into the thought processes of what are you going to say when the thing occurred that you don't have enough food. So you know what I'm saying, that's part of the nature of Sun and Virgo people. You know what I'm saying? So these people, they are helpers. This what makes them helpers, because they can see and nitpick where you're going wrong at, emphasize that in their brain, and be an asset. So these are people who like being assets more than being the assertion. They don't necessarily need people tagging along to them, but they kind of need to tag along to someone else to help that person do something better. So that makes them a leader. That makes people that makes people need Virgos. You know what I'm saying? People need Virgos around. You know what I'm saying? Not every sign is leaders, just in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And in the way they appear is in their own way. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes them the need to be an asset to someone, because they can have their mind and intellectual thought build on faults And this is why sometimes they may come across negative. It's not that they're coming across negative. It's just that they're thinking about all the precautions first. So when it's time to succeed, nothing will go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they need that innate ability. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Flight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. Air.